Hi, this is Stan Fitzgerald with Veterans for America First, and I'm here
Speaking
today
Spanish.
with Celestine James, who is one of our ambassadors. She's also somebody who's worked with veterans for decades. And CJ, in addition to doing things on her own with Annie's Legacy, she also worked for Scott Johnson, who is a Democrat. So there's no partisan effort here on her part. She worked for the Warriors Alliance Project,
Correct.
which is a Democrat organization. And CJ has been talking to veterans across the country, as she always does. And she's had several come forward saying that the attack ads on Herschel Walker are not true. And we have one of those veterans in the car with her right now. His name is Jordan Morgan, and he was on a military base in Hawaii. Is that correct, Jordan?
That is correct.
And what the mainstream media and Raphael Warnock are saying is that Herschel Walker was only at these military bases because he was paid to be there. Um, you personally interacted with Herschel and your service members that were there with you. Did he ever mention anything about being paid to be there?
That was never brought up. No, no, nothing about any other outside activities. He spoke to us as service members and just humans. Like we just talked, and there was a lot of nostalgia because a lot of people know his previous background of being a all-star football player, and we talked football, we talked life, and he wanted to see how we were doing during all the training and things like that. It was never really anything else brought up.
So just to be clear, your impression from talking with Herschel and his interacting on the base, he was not trying to sell a product or promote a company. Would that be an accurate statement?
To the best of my knowledge, yes, that would be an accurate statement. To the best of my knowledge, I don't know who he would talk to otherwise, but I had no impression that it was anything other than genuine visiting the troops.
And Jordan, I actually think that's all I need. But can you just tell our viewers a little bit about your background, who you are, and where you were stationed?
My name's Jordan Morgan. I at the time of the visit, he came out to Pearl Harbor. I was stationed on board a destroyer at the time, and I had the opportunity to sit and talk with him for about 5 to 10 minutes. About it was actually we just talked about football. We were talking about the current pack of running backs that were at Georgia. We were talking about Todd Gurley and Nick Chubb and Sony Michel, and he was saying how they're young, bright athletes, and he can't wait to see them thrive. And I was like, yeah, me too. It's really awesome. And then I was like beside myself excited because I couldn't believe I was talking football with Herschel Walker.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to sell you anything. He was just there to help, is what I'm getting from back from you and other veterans.
Everything was genuine to the best of my knowledge. He even just had a little session in the middle of our office that we had, and people were bringing T-shirts forward, and somebody had a pair of like running back gloves, and I brought a T-shirt, and he signed it for me, and then we had a photo op with all the people that were present in that office at that time, and then the higher chain of command took him out and to other parts of our building.
Well, Jordan, I appreciate your time. And if you're a viewer with the mainstream media and you actually want to talk to Celestine James, you could reach out to me. I'll put you in touch with her. Like I said, she works with the VA, she works with veterans. She's been doing this a long time. And we have multiple eyewitnesses that Herschel Walker was not doing this just being paid. He was doing this because he cares about our veterans, as Jordan here has just testified to. So my phone number is 770-707-6291. Stan Fitzgerald. I'm the Chief Political Advisor with Veterans for America First. And anybody could reach out to me anytime, and I'll put you in contact with CJ, Celestine James. And Jordan, you have safe travels home. I understand you have a child to take care of, so go take
I've
care of
got
you.
two children. I've got two children, and anxiously awaiting to hear how my day went because they're excited for me to spend the day with Herschel, even though I'm still in the audience. I'm not spending the day with Herschel, but I got to be at all the events today, and they're excited to hear how it all went.
Well, I'm glad that you came forward to help us fight back about this fake news. It's campaign season, and in addition to the normal fake news we've had the last 5 years, you got these attack ads that are unfounded. So thank you, sir, for your service, and thank you for taking a minute to speak to our viewers to debunk these Raphael Warnock talking points. And safe travels, my friend.
Yes, yes, not a problem, and I hope that more of them get debunked because I've heard a lot of craziness that I would very much hope is not true.
Well, let's focus.
All right.
They're not, but let's focus on what you could testify to, and
Oh, of
we
course. Yes.
we appreciate your time, and thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, and I'm going to give you back to CJ.
Thank you.
Okay, CJ, I'm going to sign off
All
and
right.
appreciate your work, and we'll talk to you soon.